lovey-dovey's.
How's everyone this fine Thursday? Welcome to Taste and Talk with Christy. And today we're going to talk about our reset and digestion. Okay? Uh, I've had a really good day. Actually, I remembered I was going to come on and talk to you guys today, but I was sitting still for just a minute too long. You know what? On camera, this turban looks kind of a turquoisey blue, and this one looks more like a turquoisey green. But off camera, they match. It's okay. We're here and we are loving it. I'm going to share some good news. Uh, since the first of the year, I had not stood on the scale, right? So I decided this morning, after you do your morning machinations and everything, I gotten dressed and I was getting ready to set up for the morning pour. And I said, you know what? Let me wait. Let me just see, because I was feeling kind of slimish this morning, if that's even a possibility, right? So I weighed, and when the scale popped, because you stand, my scale is you stand on it, it beeps, and then it tells you to step off. And when the calculation came up, I was like, well, I must need some new batteries in here, because surely that is not right. I said, let me step back on it again. I stepped back on it again, and it said the same thing. I ran and got my phone so I could document it inside my app, right, and take a picture because it said 299. Mind you, at the end of 2024, right at the beginning of 2025, right when I was like, I'm getting serious. Now I was already taking my products. I was drinking my medicinal herbal teas, all of that. So when I weighed in January, I was 379.5. It, yeah, because when I would go to the doctor, it would always say 380. I was like, good God. And some days, now mind you, sometimes when I went, it was less. I'd be like, okay, well, good, I'm losing. And then it would go back up. I was like, the scale hates me, right? The scale hates me. But I got serious. So when by June, I was down to 367.5, right? And then we started our slimming system transformation. So by the end of 2025, I was down 71 pounds. I was so happy. So I thought I had gained some weight, and I think I did, but because I just stayed consistent. When you stay consistent with your eating plan, even though some of it wasn't, but I stayed consistent with my products. I didn't change how I took my products, used my products, and respected my products. And I weighed this morning, and I'm a total of 80 pounds down in what? That's 12 and 3, 15 months. 80 pounds. And mind you, the diagnosis I got almost 6 years ago of breast cancer was a hormone-based cancer. So I had a hormone-based treatment. And the doctor says, well, your weight is going to go up and down all the time because we have to give you the hormones you're missing to stop the cancer, right? So I just felt like I was a yo-yo. I would go up and down, up and down, up and down. But God, and consistency on my part and taking these wonderful products, I've been able to lose 80.5 pounds in 15 months. And I'm ecstatic about that, you know? So we're going to talk about the digestion. What if your digestion is not responding the way you think it should be, right? It's not responding to the pace you think it should be. It's not just your plate sometimes, right? Sometimes it's we're stressed, we're rushing, we're eating too fast, we have poor sleep, and we're inconsistent. All those affect your digestion just as much as the food we're eating. Because I can eat a very balanced plate of veggies and protein and water and still have heartburn. But maybe I ate it too fast, or maybe I had too much stuff on my mind and I wasn't really enjoying my food. I wasn't letting it do what it needed to do. You know, a lot of people think digestion issues are only about the food, but it can also respond to, like I said, how fast you eat. If you're stressed when you're eating, or whether you're not sleeping enough, because when I don't sleep well, there's a whole lot of stuff don't work right. And you've got to make sure you get your water in. That is my number one goal for this year is my water intake. Because I understand about the protein and I understand about the veggies. I understand about the greens, things that I need to get into my system. I understand that. I meal prep for that. But I don't drink enough water and sometimes I don't get enough sleep. So another digestion thing is you're always on the rush. You're eating fast. You're getting a quick bite here, a quick bite there. You're eating in the car. You're rushing. Sometimes your stomach is just reacting to your lifestyle pace. A rush body often has a rush digestive system or the lack thereof. Eating while distracted. Now, I remember growing up when we sat at the dinner table. First of all, we all sat at the dinner table. We talked about our day. We were conscious about having a peaceful dinner. Now, everybody's got their phone out, talking over each other. The littles got their iPads, you know, or we're trying to eat while we're standing up, or we're trying to eat while we're driving, while we're scrolling. We are just mindlessly just eating. And it reflects how we feel later. When your body is tense, your digestion can feel heavier, slower, and more uncomfortable. And that's true. At the dinner table, they used to always say you need to sit up and eat because when you're crooked like this, you're not getting a good downward for your food. You need to sit up, put your food in your mouth and sit up, chew so you can swallow good and not get choked, right? Better digestion sometimes starts with just slowing down. So your reset simply can mean returning to a calm atmosphere. So what I've been doing lately, mainly this week, is when I eat, normally, because it's just me, I'll have my little table that I have in my bedroom. I'll eat on that while I'm watching TV or reading my book. I stopped doing that. I put on some nice calming music and I sit at the table and I eat. And I don't rush. I chew my food. And I've noticed it makes a big difference in later whether I feel like I have heartburn or not. Whether I feel like, oh, I need an Alka-Seltzer. No. Your first thought of mine shouldn't be, oh, I'm going to eat this. It's going to be good, but I'm going to need my Alka-Seltzer. No. So a reset is not always about doing more. Sometimes it means just reducing the pressure. Maybe you need to do simpler meals a couple of times a week. Definitely more water and definitely more rest and slower eating. That has made a big, big difference for me. And definitely eating lighter in the evenings. I have my bigger meal or my heavier proteins in the day and then my lighter meal in the evening if I even am hungry. But I try to eat something whether I'm hungry or not. I know before 7, no later than 8. 8 is really late for me. But definitely no later than 7, I need to eat something, right? Because your body likes rhythm. Your whole life likes a rhythm and a routine, to be honest. But it really likes a rhythm. Digestion often responds well to consistency, trying to always eat at the same times every day, right? Because you don't want to eat too late because then your system is working while you're trying to sleep. Sometimes that's why you tossing and turning because your system is not in a place to rest. You know, eating at random times or overeating late, skipping meals all day, or not drinking enough water can throw your body off. A simple routine can help your body feel safer and more supported. And that's what I'm trying to do as I continue to get healthier after being, cancer free. Now I've got to retrain my body to work more efficiently because we have a great mechanism in how our body works. We just got to treat it right. We got to treat our temple right. This may sound a little basic, but it matters. Chew slower and eat calmer. Our parents used to, grandparents, well, my grandparents used to tell me all the time, slow down, where you going? Enjoy your food. They took the time to cook good. We had really good meals. Take your time and enjoy it. Sometimes the issue is not just the food itself, but how quickly you move through the meal. Slowing down helps you notice fullness, portion sizes, and how your body is responding. Because, sometimes we'll eat something and we'll think, well, I wonder if that's, really making my stomach feel like that. So if you slow down, eat it again, but slow down. If once you slow down and you're eating calmer and you're noticing how you're feeling and it doesn't upset your stomach, then you know you're just eating it too fast, right? And the products I use to help support my routine and they work. They work in my system. They work for my routine, and they're easy to put into my day. One is the ISO brew tea. It's made with seven herbs, all natural herbs, no fillers, right? This little packet here makes a gallon of tea. How I use this in my daily life is it's the base for my coffee. Instead of just water, I use this. I use it as the base of if I'm making soup, green beans, corn, anything, whatever requires water, teas, anything. This is my base with filtered water. Okay. And for those moments when you can't be making a gallon of tea and you can't really take that gallon with you, it comes in an instant form. Put it in a bottle, shake it up. There it is. And this doesn't have any flavor. It takes on the flavor of whatever you're using it in. But both of these actually, hot, they are wonderful. They are wonderful. And the main reason I like this Iaso tea is it helps keep the inflammation flushed from my body. I love that about this tea. And it helps with good gut health. It keeps the good cleansing of your system, from the stomach to your upper and lower intestines. It keeps all of that clean. But suppose you like flavored tea. We got flavors: watermelon, tropical punch, and lemonade. Watermelon is my absolute favorite. Hey, Katasha, how are you today? Watermelon is my favorite. And I'm going to let you in on a little secret. All of these are good hot. They good hot. And they good mixed. You might want your little lemonade tropical punch, a little lemonade watermelon punch, right? Or the punch in the watermelon. They mix up real well. They are really good. The other thing that you really need to help with your digestion system, nutrition. You need a full body nutrition. This NutriBurst, this liquid vitamin, I'm great. Thank you. I've had a great day. This right here, 72 vitamins and minerals, the equivalent of 10 healthy salads. You know you're not going to eat that much lettuce in one day, but you can get this in a rip and sip, and you have a full day of nutrition. Now, for me, those days that I have to go for my checkup outside in that world, out there, you know, and watermelon. And a trick that I do with this watermelon, if you add it with seltzer, give it some bubbles and some ice, mocktail, so good. When you're going out there, you need yourself covered in vitamins. So I always take two. Those days that I have a really busy outside day, I take two of these, one in the morning and one in the evening, right? And of course, if you're a coffee person, we got you covered with the Delgada. Be more intentional about your coffee. Swap it out for a healthier version. This is made with the green coffee bean. It's unprocessed, it's pure. It also has the reishi mushroom family, the Ganoderma. Mushrooms are excellent healing properties. You can Google that at Google University. They're called adaptogens. What that adaptogens do is they go into your system, and wherever you're missing something, it fills in. And this one has Garcinia kombucha, helps control your appetite so you're not overeating and stressing out your digestive system. But the product that really changed my health journey, in June, we released the Yayaso Slimming System. This is what took my health journey over the edge. We have the control. It is a GLP-1 activator. We all have GLP-1 hormones, just sometimes as we get older and a little unhealthy, they don't work as well. So you don't have to rely on those popular non-natural forms to get your GLP-1 activated or artificially replaced. You can get our control. Sometimes it's easy to control your eating schedule when you're not always thinking you're hungry all the time. But this was the game changer for me. The clear, this enhances the work of your liver. Your liver is the second largest organ in your body, second to your skin. Your liver filtrates your blood system every 5 minutes. And there are things that we unnaturally are made in our foods, and sometimes our liver it doesn't know what to do with it because it's not natural. But it works. It does. It's a great organ. But and it will heal itself. If we treat our liver properly, it has the capability of healing itself because it can regenerate. This right here, once my liver started helping me filtrate out all those chemo drugs and all that prescription medication, this is my testimony. I'm not making any medical claims. This is my testimony. The inflammation that left my body almost scared me. Because, see, I had to use Howard all the time. Howard is my walker. To even just get around in my house. My studio isn't but about 300 square feet, but I still have to use a walker. But once that inflammation started coming off, I could walk so much better without assistance. So helping your digestive system, your gut, your intestines, your liver, you'll start to see healthier results. And the byproduct of all of that, as of today, I've lost 80 pounds. 80 unnecessary pounds. I got the healthy part first. And I take that over the weight loss, but I'm liking the weight loss too. Because I told you I woke up this morning, I kept thinking, I'm feeling a little lighter this morning. I am out the 300s. I'm at 299.0, and I'm never going back over. So I'm going to make sure I drink my water. I make better food choices. We talked about that yesterday. I'll make sure I get good sleep so my digestion system works a little better. And I'm going to keep up with my routine that I have consistently done for 15 months. Even on those days I rested a little longer on the Saturday and I didn't get right up and get to it, I still went back in the kitchen and took my products. I was not going to take my products. When you have a digestive discomfort, you get signals. There's bloating. This helps with bloating. You get sluggish. There's irregularities. You're not going as often. If you eat 3 square meals, you need to be in the ladies' room 3 times a day. Some people don't go at all. I don't understand that, right? These are signs that your body is in need of support and less pressure. So instead of judging yourself, just ask, have I had enough water? Am I just rushing through the day? Am I just rushing through my food? Am I eating too late? Have I been stressed? Do I need a reset? Lightening the load helps. Better digestion can come from simpler shifts, lighter dinners, less snacking late, more movement after the meal. Because I'm learning that if I do my back pedals or my vibration plate after I've had that last meal of the day, it helps. I didn't think it was helping. I just felt better, but it was helping because the scale said it was working. And fewer overly processed foods. Told y'all yesterday when making better food choices for me, I just don't buy it. If it's not in the house, I'm not going to eat it. And being consistent. Not because you're being good, but because you are supporting your body. And your digestion system is attached to your emotions. So don't let stress just sit on your body. Walk it off, go somewhere and decompress. Wellness includes learning how to care for your body and being more aware of what it's doing and what you're doing to it. So if you need a reset today, but you're not really ready to make a commitment to a full line of products, I do have a 3-day reset kit, and it's got the whole shebang except for the clear and the control. But it's got the brew tea, 2 of each of the teas, 3 coffees, 3 NutriBursts, and the pack of the NRG, which has 3 capsules, 1 for every day. Okay? But say you just are, even if that's too much for you to commit to, I have a mini reset kit. 1 of each of the teas. You still get 3 days worth of NutriBurst because I can't break that package open. And a NutriBurst, right? And a coffee to try. But right now you need some nutrition and some energy, some focus and energy. I have the focus pack for you. 3 NutriBursts and the NRG. You got to start the commitment and the reset somewhere. Even if all you want to do is get the cleansing teas. Watermelon, tropical punch, lemonade. But you got to start somewhere. You have to make a decision. I'm going to take better care of myself. You are not punishing your body for what we eat or what we don't eat. We're just going to listen to it and properly treat it. So reset is just a way of saying, let me support myself a little bit better today. Okay? And in closing, sometimes digestion improves not because we did something extreme, but because we just simply slowed down. We simplified and we started supporting our bodies with more intention. So if you're ready to support your body with more intention, Head on over to ChristyLShed.com, pick out you a reset kit, and get started. And if you're ready to get in, the full sizes are there too. And I have I don't want to say it's a support group, but a community. I post recipes, my exercises, updates on how I'm feeling, and we just encourage each other over there to keep it pushing, to keep going, that we're making better choices to support our bodies. Because we got a lot of living to do, right? 2026 is going to be a great year, and we want to be the healthiest we can be to enjoy this year. So that's what I wanted to share with you guys today. Remember, you can go over to ChristyLShed.com, get either one of these reset packs, or if you just want to holler at me and ask me some questions, you can do that too. All right? All right. Y'all be good, be great, enjoy your evening. No more rushing. Slow down, be calm. All right. Later, Gators. Bye.